Even though the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial is on a recess for a week, thanks to some of the revelations that have come out from that court case, I think that this is a pretty pertinent topic. 20 foods to cut colon cancer risk. Make sure that you have a healthy colon just in case your significant other decides to, I don't know, cause an affront to you in some form or fashion, or tell you that your relationship is over and that you need to head out to Coachella for the weekend. Up to 90% of colon cancer cases can be linked to diet. Let food be your medicine. The National Cancer Institute says colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the United States. Wow, that's interesting. Rather than wait for drug companies to find more toxic treatments that don't work, or sometimes worse than the disease it's purporting to treat, it's best to take your health into your own hands to prevent colon cancer at the first instance. The primary driver of colon cancer in a Western diet is a study published in the journal Nutrition. Researchers find our diet contributes to 50 to 90% of colon cancer cases. That's a lot of concurrencies. 20 foods that can help protect you from the unhealthy colon. Sweet. Nuts. Great. A meta-analysis of 36 observational studies found that compared to those eating the least nuts, people consuming the most nuts. God, we're talking about nuts and colons? How very vulgar. Had a 24% lower risk of colorectal cancer. Leafy greens. Imagine that fiber is probably good for your colon. Anyways, leafy greens are rich in the mineral magnesium. Meta-analysis of 8 prospective studies published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition. The highest average intake of magnesium was associated with an 11% reduction in colorectal cancer risk compared to the lowest average intake. And for 50 milligrams a day increase in magnesium, colorectal cancer, or colon cancer, for those kids in the know, all the cool kids like to shorten that term, was reduced by 7%. Other good food sources of magnesium include cacao, dried seaweed, broccoli, beans, lentils, whole grains, almonds, cashews, filberts, all right, cousin of dill, sesame seeds, and avocados. Or, of course, there are plenty of supplements when it comes to magnesium. I'm pretty sure I've done a couple of videos on that. Prunes. Yes, of course, the choice of every old person out there. Research at Texas A&M and the University of North Carolina have shown the diet containing dried plums can positively affect your microbiota and gut bacteria. The study was funded by California Dried Plum Board, of course, and presented at the 2015 Experimental Biology Conference in Boston. The authors believe that promoting retention of good bacteria throughout the colon, prunes reduce the rates of precancerous lesions. They suggested that regularly eating prunes may be a viable dietary strategy to help reduce the risk of colon cancer. But you can do many other things if you don't want to, spend a bunch of time on the porcelain throne to help regulate your microbiota and your gut bacteria overall. Turmeric, sweet. Curcumin from turmeric is a powerful anti-cancer nutrient. Lab studies have found that curcumin potently induces programmed cell death in colon cancer cells, as well as many other things, but we're talking specifically about colon cancer. Researchers believe curcumin may have therapeutic potential in the management of colon cancer, especially in tumors that are resistant to conventional chemotherapy. It's also been called an important candidate for colon cancer prevention. Pineapple. Brolamine is a digestive enzyme found primarily in the core of a pineapple. It's been found to be superior to the highly toxic chemotherapy agent 5-fluorouracil, as an anti-tumor agent in preclinical research. One animal study found that drinking fresh or unpasteurized frozen pineapple juice and active brolamine enzymes decrease inflammation associated with abnormal colon growths. Interesting. Kimchi. Nice. Comes in at number 6. Is a traditional fermented vegetable dish from Korea. When Korean researchers added mistletoe extract to kimchi, that's a weird sentence, in combination inhibited the growth of human colon cancer cells by 80%. Interesting. 7 and 8. Are green tea and parsley, respectively. German researchers tested, of course, Germany's testing things with the colon. A mixture of flavonoids and 36 patients with resected colon cancer in 51 patients who had colon polyps removed. One group of patients received a daily dose of 20 milligrams of epigenin, sure, and 20 milligrams of epigallocalatikin gallate, EGCG. Over 3 to 4 years, the colon cancer patients receiving the flavonoids had no cancer recurrence compared to 20% of the control group. Yes, and those are both EGCG and epigenin are found plentifully in green tea and parsley. Parsley is really, really good. Really, really tasty. Green tea, I'm not a fan, but I've consumed it from time to time. It's, it must be an acquired taste. Grapes come in at 9. A diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and resveratrol, sure, derived from grapes, has been linked to reduce incidence of colon cancer. Research shows resveratrol suppresses a signaling pathway activated in 85% of colon cancer. 30 study participants were placed on a low resveratrol diet, and then they all got cancer and died. Oh, I'm sorry. They were divided into 3 groups, receiving 1/3 to 1 pound of grapes per day for 2 weeks. Cancer markers were reduced after grape ingestion. After eating the grapes, markers for individuals over the age of 50 were reduced to levels seen in younger participants. The researchers believe short-term ingestion of 1/3 to 1 pound of grapes per day may reduce the risk of mutational events. Third time's a charm. That can facilitate colon carcinogenesis. Eating daily grapes may play a role in colon cancer prevention for high-risk individuals. Black seed. Interesting. Cell studies show black seed extracts compared favorably to chemogenic 5-fluorescent in suppressing colon cancer growth without safety issues, and animal research confirms that black seed oils have significant inhibitory effects against colon cancer without side effects. Interesting. So, yeah, I guess they just got bullet points for the other 10 that are down here. So, miso, honey, hot peppers, apple pectin, good for many other things. Olive oil, which is always just great when it comes to dressing different foods as well. Don't cook with it because it has a smoke point of 350 or 375. Don't cook with it. You can dress with it though. Oolong tea, wheatgrass extract, pomegranate seed oil, changa mushrooms. Sounds nice. And red yeast rice. Interesting. Never heard of it before. But yes, you want a healthy colon? There's 20 foods for you. I'm not running them back again. You can just go ahead and hit that rewind button. It all works, and the video is going to be up here for as long as YouTube allows some, veiled poop jokes. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. Why don't you follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.